What is up, guys, and welcome back to Gamebird Classic. Question for you. Are Microsoft and Nintendo working on something special together? Has Phil Spencer been teasing something special for the Nintendo Switch? Whether it's Game Pass coming to Switch, or Master Chief joining the fight in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and much more. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So if you enjoy this, hit that like button. Really helps me out. And don't forget to tickle that subscription button and sniff that notification bell so you guys can be notified when I upload brand new Nintendo content. And check me out on social media. Links to that in the description box below. But without further ado, let's dig right in. Welcome to Gamebird Classic. So the relationship between Microsoft and Nintendo has been really strong over the last few years. They had that famous commercial with the create together, survive together, better together, featuring Minecraft and crossplay. They also released a number of games on the Nintendo Switch. Games like Minecraft, Cuphead, and even the Ori series. We've also seen the inclusion of Fighters Banjo-Kazooie, Minecraft Steve, and even the Cuphead Gunner costume in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And we also know that the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, is a huge Nintendo fan, both of their unique hardware innovations, but also of their famous software. Here are just a few things he's had to say about Nintendo. In entertainment business, you know, most things don't turn out to be a huge success, so there always has to be some amount of surprise. But Nintendo is just masterful at what they do, and I've always said it before, I think they have the strongest first-party pedigree out there and strength. And they're a jewel for us in games industry, and something we should protect. In another quote, Phil says, "The role that Nintendo has played in making gaming a safe and inviting family experience, while also bringing core game experiences to their platform, I think that has been foundational to the industry that we have today." Another quote, "The thing that I look at is how many people are coming into gaming because of their first experience on a Nintendo platform." And just to throw one more quote at you, "I've always said I think that the health of Nintendo is something that we should cherish as an industry, and watching them grow and innovate is both great for us as an industry, but also inspiration for us at Xbox to do better." These are just a handful of quotes that he said about Nintendo. There are plenty more. You guys can check those out for yourself. And this is great and all, but why are people starting to speculate something new from Microsoft when it comes to Nintendo? Well, in a broadcast from Phil's office, we see a Nintendo Switch just chillin' in the background. And this isn't too different from when Phil Spencer had the Xbox Series X, which was unannounced at the time, just chillin' behind him. Their brand new secret console was right under our noses, and we didn't have a clue. He also did this with the Bethesda acquisition. And while neither Xbox or Phil Spencer has commented on what seems like an obvious tease, and you should also definitely take all of this speculation with a grain of salt. However, Jeff Grubb, a very reputable games journalist from GamesBeat, recently said in his podcast that he was told everything on Spencer's shelf is teasing something. Jeff Grubb has a ton of insight and a lot of big industry connections. He is extremely credible. Usually when he says something, there's a very good chance that it's true. I personally believe an announcement is on the horizon, but what could it be? Well, there are a handful of possibilities, so let's just go over them. The biggest one, obviously, is Game Pass coming to Switch. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that at the very least, Microsoft is having or has had conversations about Game Pass on Switch with Nintendo. Microsoft has been extremely aggressive both with their acquisitions and with pushing Game Pass forward. This service is a massive priority for the company, and it seems like they're wanting to get the service on as many platforms as possible. Nintendo has also experimented lately with cloud gaming with titles like Control and Hitman 3, titles that wouldn't normally make it on the Switch because of hardware limitations. So this would be a great way to get games that we normally wouldn't see on this Nintendo platform. And I think a situation where we get Game Pass on the Switch would greatly benefit both companies. Obviously, Nintendo would be getting awesome third-party titles that we wouldn't normally see, increasing its value, and Microsoft would be tapping into a brand new device with a massive install base of dedicated Nintendo players, not only greatly expanding on Game Pass's user base, but also helping to broaden the appeal of the Xbox brand in Japan, a territory Microsoft has struggled to really break through in. I definitely think there's a chance for Game Pass on Switch, just not anytime really soon, maybe post-Switch Pro release. But if not Game Pass, what else could Microsoft be teasing? My next guess would either be the Master Chief Collection, which would probably be a massive success on the Switch, or the announcement of Master Chief in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There are only 2 spots left in the current Smash Bros. Fighters Pass, and Smash fans are hoping Nintendo goes big. They go out with a bang with the final reveals. And while Master Chief might not be the top choice for everyone, I know I have a bunch of other fighters that I personally would prefer, but there is no denying how huge and how epic of an announcement that would be. But what makes this speculation even more interesting is that an official piece of artwork featuring Mario in the Master Chief suit was recently shared on the Halo Instagram page. Is this a hint of things to come, or just them having some fun? Hell, for all we know, they're just teasing a Master Chief Gunner costume coming to Smash Ultimate. Now, wouldn't that just be the best troll move ever? Now, the last thing I could see coming from Microsoft onto the Nintendo Switch is the Rare Replay. Oh man, I want this so bad. This is just one of those things that makes so much sense that it's crazy it hasn't happened yet. The Rare golden days on the Nintendo 64 hold a very special place in the hearts of many Nintendo fans, especially myself, as Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie are 2 of my favorite 3D platformers of all time. So this is a must-buy for me just for those 2 games alone. So let's hope and let's pray that Banjo-Kazooie in Smash was a gateway for even more Rare goodness on the Nintendo Switch. But what do you guys think? Do Microsoft and Nintendo have something in the works right now? And is that something you'd love to see, whether it's Game Pass or Master Chief in Smash, or perhaps getting some of those Microsoft games like Rare Replay or the Master Chief Collection on the Nintendo Switch? Sound off in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys think, what you guys want, and I'll see you all on the next Game Bird Classic. Peace. What are you doing? I still have tons more videos that you need to check out right now. You can start with this one or this one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.